Hello and welcome to BOI Impact. I am Olagunju. Last edition, we started a recap of BOI supported projects showcased on this program in 2023. We now bring you more of such projects. Again, we begin our journey in the health sector, this time in pharmaceuticals. Sygen Pharmaceuticals Nigeria Limited is an indigenous pharmaceutical company incorporated in March 2019. From its factory located in Ota, Ogun State, southwest Nigeria, Sygen Pharma currently produces and distributes pharmaceutical products covering analgesics, antidiabetics, antifungals, antispasmodics, cough medication, and hematinic drug segments under the NGC brand name. The company also manufactures beverages and bottled water. As Nigeria's foremost development finance institution, the Bank of Industry is committed and has continued to support Nigeria's industrial sector for the desired growth. This commitment is signposted by our support of companies like Sygen Pharma to grow and expand their products, offerings and operations while creating employment and more opportunities.
Sygen Pharmaceuticals Limited has established itself as a reputable organization within the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. It plans to drive innovation in the pharmaceutical industry with the aim of promoting overall communal well-being of all Nigerians. At an interview with the Chief Executive Officer and the Managing Director, Mr. Charles Ogunwiyi, he mentioned that the company is geared towards expanding access to good quality medicines.
I spent, the first half of my career working globally for multinationals, largely manufacturing organizations, right? And I felt I could do the same thing, and I'd worked in different industries. And I felt I could do the same thing here and make a huge impact in pharma, building a world-class pharmaceutical business, and one that will last for generations to come, and one that will also inspire generations to come. So that's where the two words came by. Science, which is, how do we help develop Africa's scientific research capability? And then how do we impact, current generation and generations to come? So imagine those two things together came up with Sygen. So if we could build a world-class pharma environment here, it will not only be one that will serve the local population, it will also be one that you can use to serve globally, because then any big pharma global organization can say, you know what, for my drugs in Africa, there are a few guys there that meet world-class global standards, and I can have them build my, manufacture my drugs for me, so I can distribute them locally. Most of us come from a multinational background, so that's what we've been trained on. So we're not going to compromise on doing that. So if we could do it for the multinationals that we worked for before and kind of built our experience and skill sets, that's not going to change, because that is in our DNA. So now is to show that in a vehicle that we control, in an environment that we control, that look, this can be done by Africans, by black people, to world-class standard. The team that we have, most of them are from GSK, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. We have guidelines in Nigeria that we follow. We have the NAFDAC guideline, which we've adhered to from a quality standpoint. We have the WHO guidelines and FDA guidelines, which we've started to use to assess the gaps in our own current facility and try to build a roadmap towards. So that's our ambition. And I think that, and the support we're getting from people like Bank of Industry and some of our other banking partners has encouraged us to continue to do that. Central Bank too as well has supported. So those are things that have helped kind of, keep our momentum going forward.
The General Manager of Sygen Pharma Production, Adekunle Adeyemi, said the company operates to the highest level of ethical standard by maintaining a quality management system.
Quality is prioritized. We build quality into our products. You see raw materials coming in, they go through both the chemical and the microbial analysis before they are released for the line. And at each stage of the production operation, we have quality in-process checks that are carried out on our products. During the manufacturing phase, we have samples taken to the lab for analysis. before you can move to the next stage. At the filling stage, the same thing happens. And then at the packing end also, we have the same thing happening where quality comes in to take sample. And just to say also that we have production also looking out for quality. We have production in-process checkers. These are individuals that, apart from running the line, they also carry out quality checks every 30 minutes, while quality comes to carry out the same checks every 2 hours.
With the support of BOI, Sygen is constantly innovating to extend its product portfolio to keep a greater number of patients safer and healthier.
Our relationship with Bank of Industry has been a fantastic one, to be honest. I've heard about the goal and objective of the Bank of Industry. It has been a very pleasant one, right? From the time we approached independently to get their support, from the way they responded to very professional response that we got, to them evaluating our asset. We got the first tranche of support in 2021, where they supported us with CapEx for phase one of our equipment transformation and capacity build phase. And they came around in 2022 to come and see what we've done. And I guess they were quite impressed because they were there assessing the before, and I think they were quite impressed when they saw the after, right? They saw how, the things that were done with what, with the monies they're giving to us. They were able to see that we had even, invested our own additional funding into the infrastructure, which really impressed them. And and from that point on, I think that also sparked a desire to continue to be of great support to us. So we've had a great relationship with the Bank of Industry. And so that impact in itself has allowed us to grow capacity, allowed us to sell more, produce more so we can sell more, right? Allowed us to hire more people and keep more people employed. We have over 400 people working at Sygen today, right? And that could only have been the support of BOI, right? If we didn't have that support between BOI and our primary bank, we wouldn't have a business that would be up and running today to even hire people or even be able to pay people. We've not missed a paycheck, right? They all get paid month on month and on time.
Thank you for staying with us on BOI Impact. All work and no play, they say, makes Jack a dull boy. Hence, our next stop at the hospitality industry. And from Abuja, the federal capital city, we bring you our feature on Yanna Apartments, a subsidiary of Calix Global Investment Services Limited. Yanna Apartments, located at Utako, Abuja, provides standard hotel services for business and leisure purposes. Yanna Apartments consists of 48 one-bedroom apartments and 8 two-bedroom apartments, a business center, 150 capacity event and conference hall, a restaurant, VIP lounge, pool area, fitness room, and self-service laundry. Yanna Apartments provide a warm and comfortable home away from home experience. The company's mission is to deliver reliable, genuine, and excellent service. Speaking with BOI Impact, the General Manager, Calix Global Investment Services Limited, Mohammed Noura, said the company plans to consistently achieve its business goals.
Yanna Apartment is an idea that came up out of the need for some diversification from Calix. Calix Group is a real estate development company here in Abuja. We've been in business for quite some time. Sometimes around 2019, we thought the need for us to go into hospitality, and then we decided to come up with the idea of Yanna Apartments. Abuja is always in need of these services, especially accommodation issues, issues that are generally in need in Abuja. People always come in town for either business, for leisure, for whatever reasons. People come to Abuja every day and every now and then. So definitely you can see that the space, the market is there for you to harness. So we feel it's a very good thing for us to get into, venture into, and basically, like I said, we are purely into this for business, so definitely that is where the mind is. We are trying to see how we can utilize the Yanna apartment for the business sense of it, and probably contribute our own way in reducing the burden of accommodation in Abuja and surrounding.
He spoke further on the impact of the support from the Bank of Industry.
This whole concept of Yanna apartment started sometimes in 2019. And if you remember very well, at the end of 2019, the issue of COVID came in. So that was when we started to think about a possible way of getting funding to complete the project. By that time, actually, we have gone very far, more than 80% in terms of the construction of the project. And then, mind you, we have the construction to finish up, we have the furnishing, we need working capitals and things like that. So definitely we thought about how to get funding support, and luckily for us, Bank of Industry came into mind. We got ourselves involved, we reached out, they gave us the funds to work with, and thankfully that's what we used to complete Yanna. And thanks to Bank of Industry, that is what what made Yanna a reality today.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
You're watching BOI Impact. Now, we use furniture in all our daily endeavor and spaces: offices, hotels, schools, and our homes. The Bank of Industry also supports the furniture industry. H&Y Furniture Manufacturers is a lifestyle design and space enhancement company founded in 1997. Through a dint of hard work and determination and innovative production procedures, the founder of the company continues to break glass ceilings in the industry. H&Y Furniture Manufacturers produce world-class made-in-Nigeria furniture that competes favorably with imported varieties, and of course, the Bank of Industry as a dependable ally. Over the years, H&Y has posted phenomenal growth and made considerable developmental impact in terms of value addition and employment generation.
With over 26 years in existence, H&Y Furniture Manufacturers is a leader in the furniture manufacturing industry, renowned for its exceptional commitment to enhancing lifestyle and transforming spaces. At an interview with the founder and managing director of H&Y Furniture Manufacturers, Mrs. Feishola Abiru, she said her undying crave for success and support from the Bank of Industry and her commercial bank have been the reason she was able to weather the storms in the furniture business.
There weren't so many furniture making factories around, and we felt that there was a need to have companies that could produce locally made furniture that met international standard. And that is what we've been striving to do for the past 30 years, to close the gap of being able to go into a shop to pick up locally made, well-made furniture products. my business is more of a passion that turned into a business. I have always loved, making up spaces and, turning things around. And when I got married about 30 years ago, I needed to make my home a haven. I wanted to make my home very comfortable, and my husband and I were very young then, and we needed, we had limited resources, and I was compelled to work with local artisans. I got a few, and I had some catalogs, and I also had some ideas in my head. I got those catalogs and engaged some local artisans, and I was amazed at what they were able to churn out. A lot of friends and family visited our home, and they actually really loved what they saw. And that was when the idea triggered, because people had to pay me, to do up their homes, and we sort of like grew organically. And after about a few years, of working with the local artisans in their workshop, I realized that I needed to be in control of my production. So I was able to set up a cottage workshop. I got some hand tools, and we were producing. It was fine for 1 or 2 years, and I got restless again because we had a lot of demands and we weren't able to meet up, the time as at when due. So luckily in 2003, that was our first stint with Bank of Industry. Somebody mentioned to me that I could actually approach Bank of Industry for support, which I did. And I can say I was better for it, because in the process I was able to get my accounts right. I was able to set up a management team, and also had a board, and we were able to buy some manual machines, and our productivity improved. It was good. We ran that way for almost 10 years, and after that we got restless again, and I think our customers also grew, and we weren't able to give consistent output because our machines were manual. And during our research we realized that we needed automated machines, that there were automated machines out there that could give consistent output. And we approached the Bank of Industry. That was in 2016. We approached the Bank of Industry then. That was the second time. We approached them again, and because we needed bigger machines, we needed a bigger space, and they obliged us. And we got the funding, and we ordered the machines, and here we are today. We actually approached you the third time, because after we got our machines in, we had another problem. We realized that we needed working capital. We got the funding, and we were able to stock up on our inventory, get a few other things, and we were in business.
Thinking of importing your door's residential, workspace and educational furniture? You may want to reconsider and visit H&Y furniture manufacturers for same or even higher quality. You'll be glad you did. Before wrapping up this edition of BOI Impact, we'll make a stop at another manufacturing facility. Dino Zing Nigeria Limited's line of business is the production and distribution of quality industrial paint buckets and household plastic buckets, pegs, hangers and other household items. The company started operation in a rented apartment in 2012, and with the support of the Bank of Industry, it has progressed into its newly built production factory in Enugu and purchased equipment to enhance its operations.
When we set up the business, specifically we saw the business for us to provide packaging materials for manufacturing firms before they start up. The manufacturing firms in Enugu go to Onitsha or Lagos to get their packaging material. Initially, we started with paint companies. We produce plastic buckets for them, different types of plastic buckets, ranging from 4 liters to 20 liters. We have domestic buckets, like 15 liters, 8 liters. We have egg crates. We have pegs. We have a lot of products right now. Basically, we tend to focus on the southeast, Enugu, Ebonyi. I'm part of Cross River. That is when you go to Ikom and Ogoja. We also go to Onitsha. We also sell to Onitsha. But recently, we've been dealing with people in Lagos because of our pegs. So people in Lagos have been buying from us. We also look at the market in the middle belt, like Benue State, because we know they also produce paints there. We have companies that produce paint there. We are also looking forward to be producing packaging materials for them. Our current market size at the moment, right now, we have like 10 machines right now. And with these 10 machines, we think we can meet up with our demand, though not all our demand. Right now, we have capacity of 5 tons of material per day. We make sure that all our waste are being recycled. That's our number one policy here. There is no waste.
He spoke further on how the company's production has improved with BOI support.
The relationship with Bank of Industry has been wonderful and mutually beneficial. They gave us a loan in a time we needed to automate our recycling line, and we are very, very happy and grateful for that. With this recycling line bought from the loan given to us by the BOI, we are able to improve our production and the longevity of our machines, because initially, before the loan, we do produce without proper treatment of this recycled material. But with this new recycle line, we are able to process this recycled material at least to look like a virgin material.
There you saw how the BOI MSME funds have assisted entrepreneurs were featured in our 2023 review. It is indeed inspiring to see the zeal of entrepreneurs as they grow their businesses and the impact of BOI funds on their operations. The Bank of Industry is glad to continually positively impact entrepreneurs to bring their dreams alive, catalyzing Nigeria's industrial transformation. So, if you have an innovative idea that can be translated into jobs and wealth creation, please visit the Bank of Industry's office nearest to you, and together we will explore a world of endless opportunities. For more information on how you can benefit from BOI's products and services, kindly visit our office nearest to you. You can also visit our website or social media pages. And that's it on BOI Impact. I am Olagunju. Thanks for watching.